don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
You're watching Now That Fast.
We're here with Danny Frye at the Peasants Row, another Peasants Row driver. And before we get started, I was talking to Daniel yesterday, and now I'll talk to you. Hanging out in Peasants Row. Tell me a little bit about your aspect of Peasants Row and a little bit about yourself.
Peasant Row is the place to be. Obviously, you got the main street over there in the main aisle. We're all father-son teams. Love working with each other, help each other out as much as possible. So Peasant Row is just a good place to have fun. Like last night, we got wrecked. Well, we wrecked ourselves, and we still found out to have a good time at the end of the night. So, but yeah, it's even though if you have a rough time, we always have fun back here.
I was gonna ask, obviously, your events last night. You went into turn 3 and you kind of hit the wall a little bit harder than most drivers have, but seems like your car is somewhat okay.
Yeah, the car's all right. Just had a good run going down the back straightaway. Just misjudged getting in on the cushion there, and obviously drove it straight in the wall. Tore up a few things in the right rear suspension. Had Jacob's ladder bent, torsion arm bent, and a couple other things, but it wasn't as bad as we were anticipating. So I was able to get it out for the C. Still had some things off, but kind of tear it apart, see exactly if we got anything else bent, and go from there.
Obviously, we were just talking about this before the interview. Briggs Danner in the feature, he went into the corner, he hit the cushion, he went over. How hard has that cushion been all week to start?
It's always treacherous here, especially as the night goes on. Heat races, it wasn't too bad. Just overdrove it in the corner. Just you got to be fast, and you got to finesse it. I was talking to a few guys last night after the main, and just you have to be perfect every lap. If you're not perfect, in the case of Briggs, you catch it wrong and you go for a ride. There's several guys obviously in the main that did it as well. So you just got to be perfect every lap around here.
And every time it seems like when you go out on the raceway, I was talking to a couple other drivers over in the week, and they said every time they go out, they feel like the track is different.
Oh, yeah.
In your perspective, how different is it each time?
It's always different. The difference from practice to the heat race last night was much more different than I anticipated. I kind of figured it'd be a little bit heavier, have a little bit more moisture, but it seems like it's slicking off, drying off a lot faster than it has in previous years, which is good. Makes it for good racing. It's only going to get better as the week goes on.
Absolutely, and as a small-town driver, small team, getting to race this event, just as a driver, getting to go down that ramp, go out on the raceway, you get the rowdies in the backstretch screaming at you, and just you got that whole atmosphere of being in like a stadium.
Yeah.
How cool is it?
It's awesome. It gets the adrenaline going. It makes the Chili Bowl what the Chili Bowl is. No matter if you're a small team like us or one of the Big Ten teams, it's an event that you can't miss. No matter who you are, you're always going to get butterflies, going to have the nerves going down the ramp. But in my case, I let the nerves and adrenaline get to me last night, which happens down here to everyone. So
absolutely. And now Saturday, you're gonna have your work cut out for you. You're gonna have to go through some soup. How do you prep for that?
It's just had to basically just hope for the best. Really, I think we're gonna be in a K, so
you're gonna be up early.
Yeah, it's gonna be an early day. Just kind of see how it goes. See if we should be aggressive or just kind of try and say the stuff what we got. But it's always fun to try and go through a few races, get the crowd behind you, and it's always fun having the place root for you. So
has it been done? I don't think there hasn't been a driver to come from a K-main to make it to the Saturday night program. What would that mean if you can make that history and do that?
If we did that, it'd make it worth hitting that wall. So it would be awesome. Obviously a very long shot, but you never know. Just hit the perfect setup and get a bunch of lucky breaks, and just about every race. It'd be awesome.
All right, Danny Frye hanging out here in Peasants Row. Come on out and see these guys. They're a bunch of smaller, funded teams, and they like to have fun. And they, I I'm sure they probably even give you a cold beer if you asked them.
We got plenty of beer.
But
We got plenty
come
of
on
beer.
out and see them over here at Peasants Row, and best luck to you rest of the week.
Thank you very much.